A head-snapping revelation this week in the bid rigging investigation of that $11 million COVID communication contract, eventually canceled by Harris County Judge Lina Hidalgo. The probe has already triggered the criminal indictment of Hidalgo's chief of staff and two other high-ranking members of the judge's inner circle. Now additional concerns are being raised over the huge amount of money paid to Felicity Perea, owner of Elevate Strategies, immediately after the deal was nixed under very heavy public pressure. After examining county invoices, Fox 26 contributor Bill King was the first to report Elevate was rapidly paid $1.4 million in three separate installments within 2 weeks of the deal's cancellation.
It was clear they could not have possibly provided $1 million in services over a course of, a few weeks. But they're just red flags, by the mountain full of them on top of this deal waving in the wind. I mean, this is just not the way the county does business.
King estimates the little-known one-woman firm billed Harris County taxpayers an average of $41,000 per day before the deal was abandoned. Panel, what's your point? Starting with you, Chris Tritico.
Well, this is a huge problem. The county had already voted to cancel the deal and take back whatever money that they had paid. And to find out that somebody authorized this payment to this lady at $41,000 a day, I wish I could charge that much. This is going to be a separate round of indictments. Turns out to be nothing better than a gift of public funds to this lady. And so there are going to be more indictments here. And this is going to go, I don't know who authorized it, and I don't know if this is going to take them to Lina Hidalgo, but this is where the next round of indictments come from in this case, is giving out money after the county commissioners have voted to nix this contract.
Sue Lovell, your ability to sniff out stuff that doesn't smell so good in public policy is legendary. What do you make of this?
This stinks really bad. Look, I had a contract with the county, and I can tell you, I never got paid in 2 weeks. I was lucky if it was in 60 days, because there's a process in place. So it was in Hidalgo's shop. She was the administrator, which meant she had to go, I guess, to the health department to get the funds. But how do you tell the health department in 2 weeks to turn a check of that amount? It means you have to tell somebody over there, get it done. Break all policy and get this done and get this money out, because, hey, this contract's going to get canceled. We want that money to get to this person.
Holly Hansen, I know you've been looking at this.
Yes, for sure. And it's interesting. I've watched Commissioner's Court now for 3 years, I think, pretty much every session. And there have frequently been conversations about the slow paying of these vendors, over a time, and complaints about that. So it is really interesting that this got paid out at lightning speed. I'm also a little surprised to learn that Jay Iyer in the county attorney's office is explaining why they haven't gotten this payback yet, and come to find out, he's got a little bit of a history himself when he was with the Houston Community College Board, where he had a little problem with tampering with government documents too, and was on probation for that. So there's a lot of questions. One thing I'd love to see, and someone like Sue to go in and audit and look at all of the contracts that have been paid out over the past few years. I think this one got a lot of attention, but how much money has gone out under these kinds of circumstances?
Charles Blaine, I'm told Commissioner Ramsey is going to bring this up and talk about it.
As I hope he does. I mean, the first words that come to mind for me is grift, payola, patronage. This is Chicago-style politics like we've ever seen it. And the fact that they paid out $41,000 on average a day when the median income in Harris County is $31,000, like that it's mind-blowing when you think about it. Even if you want to say that these appointed officials, that these executive staff of Lina Hidalgo made a mistake or didn't intend to do what they did, there's no justification for paying out that money after they decided to cancel the contract. And so I'm excited that people are going to look into this. I know the state has been talking about pushing efficiency audits during the next legislative session, and we definitely need it. This is a prime example of why.
Final 30 to Marcus Davis.
And let's narrow this down. Let's say that this was these were legitimate expenses, right? Once a contract is in place, you get to work and you start working. And so maybe they did amass some expenses and maybe some work was done. The problem here, and I'm not saying it was, I'm just saying, let's say, for example, the problem here is you cannot stand in front of the public and tell the people what you're doing with their money, meanwhile giving instruction to your staff to do something otherwise. If you had told me you were going to pay her the money she accumulated in bills, that'd be different. But you led me to believe that the entire 11 million was being wiped off the table, and that's just not what happened.